Only 450. And
No N.
Now here in this country we've got something called a nigger. We have invented the nigger. I didn't invent him. White people invented him. I've always known, I had to know by the time I was 17 years old. What you were describing was not me.
We got to understand, nigger is a global phenomenon. And if you're a nigger wherever you are, this is why I use the term with promiscuity. I understand that as a nigger in America, there are niggers throughout the world. Can we connect through our core niggerdom?
Shut up! 50 years ago, you had your own tied down with a fucking fork up your ass. You can talk, you can talk, you can talk your brain down, motherfucker. Roll his ass out, he's a nigger. He's a nigger!
And the voice said, "Do you see any niggas?" I said, "No." And I said, "You know why? Because there aren't any." And it hit me like a shot, man. I started crying. I've been wrong. I got to regroup my shit. I mean, I said, I ain't gonna never call another black man a nigger. You know, because we never was no niggas.
Today is one of those great moments in Black history, filled with pain and elation, of course. I look across this great green lawn towards the open casket and I think, at least I can say goodbye. I hear the hum of the organ. Reverend Knight strolls up to the podium, handkerchief in hand. Beads of sweat drizzle down the side of his face. Reverend Knight speaks.
Sisters and brothers, we are gathered here today to bid farewell to a word we have come to know all too well. A word that has held us back. A word that has been spat upon our beautiful black bodies, paralyzing our consciousness as a snake's venom might. A word that our misguided youths have tried to revive and redefine, but never can they do away with the flames and hatred embedded in the very essence of this word. This hateful word is a word incapable of love. I refuse and I refute. I refuse and I refute my nigger or nigger. We are no longer. We never were. I killed the nigger, and today we shall bury him. We are sending this nigger straight to hell. Burn, nigga, burn.
We line up to view the nigger's remains. I look inside the casket. Next to the flowers and cards, I see pictures of X, King, Garvey, Till, and others. I examine all of our lost black kings. I couldn't help but wonder why we put the images of these great men in the same casket as the nigger. My moment of reflection is interrupted by hollers from the crowd. "Kill that nigger! Die, nigga, die!" The people chant as the organ plays those "it's shouting time" church chords. You know the ones dun 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 dun, and you just feel the spirit. Out of nowhere, I hear a man yell above all the others,
Get your hand out my pocket!
Somewhere inside, I knew this nigga wasn't really dead. I looked into the casket and I make out a familiar face. Wait, that's my face. I stand over the casket prepared to lay the nigga to rest, but I hear a boom that coincides with my irregular heartbeat. It pierces. I've been shot. Unable to stand, unable to breathe, unable to say goodbye to the nigger, I fold over into the casket. Before my last breath, I hear the crowd cheering.
Now that's a dead nigger!
It's funny, because even though we were both supposed to be buried, nobody will ever forget the day this nigger died. In our nation's memory, the nigger and this nigger lives forever, a history, a ghost.